Welcome back to the channel. Again, it's been a little while. As I posted recently in some of the build forums, real life is still getting in the way. I'm looking for full-time work, so that's taking most of my time and obviously the priority. But I have managed, between the bad weather the last couple of weekends and some other time, to make some progress on the TSR2. Those of you who don't know already, I've actually been doing build updates on International Scale Modeler, as well as my local club site, ipmslondon.ca. If you go in the forums there, at some point, probably once the build's done, I'll consolidate and put a complete build article on the blackfire.ca, the website. But for now, I just thought I'd give you an update on where we are. First of all, this is, everyone says it is a big kit for 1/72nd. I've also got the 1/48th one, and I really wonder where I'm going to put that after looking at the length of the 1/72nd kit. Assembly, not bad. It's certainly not a Tamiya bake and shake kit, shake and bake kit, whatever. It doesn't fall together. There's still quite a bit of filling and sanding to do. As you can see, I've done a little bit here and there, but still a lot on the upper wing assembly. There was a lot of fit issues there. I'm going to have to try and, let's see if I get that closer for you guys. There you go. As you can see, there's some issues there. I'm going to try and deal with, fill some more of that in. Same thing with the back section. I was playing around actually with the Vallejo metal color paints. These are actually quite good. I'm really pleased with how well they work. So I was playing around with those. This is probably going to be painted over again anyway, but there's still some gaps. I did this exhaust assembly before the putting it in. Not bad. The underside definitely has its issues. A lot of fit issues there. There's going to be some sanding and that required. I decided to build the bomb bay door closed, but frankly, I should have built them open. They probably would have looked better. But there you go. Live and learn. Cockpit's done. I've been using the very good Edouard mask set for this kit specifically. This features masking for the canopy itself as well as the wheels. See if we can get that to stop auto-focusing. There you go. So, yeah, thoroughly recommend it. Definitely saves you some time. Haven't done the wheels yet. I've actually got those masked in place. We'll see if we can get that to stop. So, yeah, there we go. Some of the wheels have just done the initial coat of primer. Put them together. Nothing spectacular there. But, yeah, a lot of puttying to go. There's still quite a few areas that need it. I'm curious what other people use for putty. Over the years, I've used the green putty, the Tamiya, and of course the water-based Vallejo, which isn't bad. I do tend to use, when I use these two, I do use the technique where you take some nail polish remover, something like that, and a Q-tip, and you put it on a line and then you do it off so it avoids sanding. That works fairly well. But I just find the quality of the putties, it's just, it seems to, these aren't that old. The green putty's older than the Tamiya, but it just seems like they don't seal very well afterwards. So I'm just curious to see what other people are using. I know people use super glue, stuff like that. Zap-a-gap and stuff like that. So again, I might play with that a little bit more. We'll see what happens there. But overall, no, not too bad. Like I say, it's a little bit of a challenge of a kit. It's certainly not as nicely put together as the 48 scale Sea Hurricane. So that's definitely reflected. The company's come a long way. But it's just little things like some of the fit here. Towards the exhaust area, that needed quite a bit of sanding, and even then the upper wing assembly still isn't quite snugly fit, so there's going to be some filing I'm going to have to do in there to make sure that works. I'm just pointing out where that is right there. So yeah, so some filling there. filling in the back here. It's tough to see on camera. Definitely some more work on the underside. Thing I'm not happy with at all, and I'm going to have to play around with it, is there's quite a large gap right here, and the landing gear bay, there's actually pre-put in slots for it, so it should fit fairly well. But again, fair amount of gap there, but again, nothing but a bit of filler won't solve. Part of that might be related to there might have been some warpage of the fuselage, but we'll see. Other than that, yeah, it's coming together nicely. I'm hoping to get once I get some sanding done, get some primer on. Actually, what I'll do first is I'll put the interior gray that I used for the cockpit and the photo etch, do a quick coat there first so we get the inside color. Just, in case people want to happen to see it at the right angle. And then we'll get some primer on it. Probably going to use the Styrene's or Ultimate Gray Primer to start with. And then, as I say, I'm doing a what-if scheme, so there'll be some, like a desert sand or something like that for the whole thing. Next thing, of course, to work on will be the landing gear. I'm hoping to start that in the next couple of days. So anyway, as I keep promising, I'm going to try and get updates out when I can. But obviously, real life has to come first. I know you guys can appreciate that. So don't forget to check things out on the website, blackfire.ca. Again, it's not being updated as much as I'd like, but I'm going to try and do that. But there's certainly, if you go to ipmslondon.ca into the forums or International Scale Modeler, you'll find a lot more information there. So yeah, feel free to comment, give me some suggestions. What do you think of it so far? I've got a few ideas for what I'm going to be building next. Haven't quite nailed it down yet, but I think I'm going to save that for the next video. All right, that's it for now. Thank you again, and be well.